Mr. Trumbull leaned back in his chair. The stations, as you can see, are set up in a circle, like the face of a clock. The student with the red notebook was 1 or 2 stations clockwise from station A. So here's station A. Clockwise is this direction. So 1 or 2 means that they are either in B or C. So the red notebook is not in A, not in D, not in E. They can only be in B or C. The kid wearing the soccer jersey was 1 or 2 stations counterclockwise from D. Okay, here's D. Counterclockwise is going backwards around the clock. So 1 or 2 stations counterclockwise, it means they have to be in C or B. So the soccer player was not A, not D, and not E. The student in the football jersey was next to the student in the soccer shirt. So if the student in the soccer shirt was C or B, then the football person, if they're next to him, could be, if they're in C, it could be D or B. If they're in B, it could be C or A. So basically, the football person can be in any seat but E. So we'll put an X in E. But the student with the green notebook wasn't next to either the soccer or the football fans. So what that tells us then is that the football and the soccer, neither of them have a green notebook. So here's a green notebook, and they're not going to be football, and they're not going to be soccer. Okay, the student who had the Ravens hat and the black notebook was next to station A. So here's our black notebook, and they had a Ravens hat. So we're going to put an O here, and then X for the rest of that row, and X for the rest of that column, since nobody else will have the black notebook. And the black notebook won't have any other hats. Okay, the student who had the Ravens hat and the black notebook was next to station A. Next to station A means it has to be E or B. So our black notebook has to only be E or B. So not A, not C, and not D. I remember Javier was not right next to the student with the blue notebook. So Javier did not have blue notebook. So we'll put an X there. But Javier was right next to the student wearing the softball jersey. So Javier was not wearing a softball jersey because he was next to that student. And the softball jersey must not have had the blue notebook. So we can put an X there.